Hi everybody, Tasha here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. Happy Tuesday. So I'm totally losing my voice. I understand that. I got a bit of, I don't really know, sore throat and voice loss. Go figure. But I wanted to chat with you all for just a few minutes. It's been a hectic several weeks. The summer's just kind of hectic for me, and yesterday I was able to squeeze in to do a Happy Mail video because you know, a friend was so kind as to send me some Happy Mail all the way from the UK. So I got that up, but I really wanted to chat with you all, so I had a few minutes. I have little Pippy Air here. So she was just kind of, you know, she's just kind of been out and right accessible to me. So I have her. She's just in her adorable little, it's a white onesie, and it says cutest baby ever on it, which I thought that was very appropriate. Her hair is a mess, but I'm going to brush her hair a little bit, and I'm going to put on the little outfit that goes with this onesie. It was a 3-piece set. I really enjoy, just like at night, holding her and you know, in a onesie where I can just enjoy her art, her limbs, her little feet, you know, where you can basically see everything. And of course it's been very, very hot here. It now has just cooled off in the past few hours. The skies opened up. It is pouring rain. I got caught out in the rain coming out of a doctor's appointment and then into the supermarket. I was absolutely drenched. I did not have an umbrella for me. I didn't realize it was gonna rain. So it's a rainy evening. So I have some ribs in the oven with barbecue sauce, just cooking away, and I am here with you all. So something interesting happened yesterday. It was kind of disturbing, but it was also interesting, and I thought I'd share with you all here on YouTube what happened on Instagram yesterday. I got a message from another Instagram user, another you know, Reborn account, and she said, you know, I think this is your babies, and she sent me a picture and told me this account, you know, had my babies posted for sale. And the picture she sent was a picture of Pippy Air and Jameson, which is my 2 tinks. And, you know, I was like, oh my gosh. I went to this account. Not only did this account have the picture of my 2 tinks, they watermarked it with their own thing of a BB Reborn, A-B-E-B-E Reborn. It was in a different language. I think Vegas Reborn's mom, you had mentioned something about saying something to them in Portuguese, so maybe it was Portuguese. I'm not 100% sure even what language, but you could see that this person was clearly claiming to be an artist and selling babies. And not only did I see my photo, I saw other babies I recognized, including several from Jameson's artist in Russia, Natalia. And so I said, oh my gosh, you know, I totally recognize her work and her pictures. So I had messaged her. She was very thankful. She said, I'm not sure what to do. And I said, well, you can, you know, you can report the account plus the photos that are yours. And I said, you know, you can also message this person and put in the comments that this work belongs to you, you know, so on and so forth. Then what I did was I made several posts on Instagram, you know, screenshotted of this account and babies on it, and showed that my photos were on it and things. And I got an outpour of support, which I was really, really grateful for. I was taken back by how many people were so supportive. And it was a really nice feeling to see the community coming together. Everyone was like blocked and reported, commented, blocked, reported, you know, like all sorts of stuff. And then people were FYIing, this may be your baby. Everybody was looking and finding whose other babies, because clearly these were all stolen pictures. You know, so I figured, you know, if people recognized the other babies, the original person that recognized mine and a few others watch my YouTube channel, and they recognized Pippy Air and Jameson from YouTube. So they knew they were my babies. So, I reported this account and the photos. I messaged this person. I commented under my photo that the photo belonged to me. You know, please take it down. I made comments on other photos that, like Natalia's, the artist, that, you know, this wasn't, you know, that this was someone else's work and photography, and that this was a scam. And, you know, I tagged this account when I made my post that my photos have been stolen. Someone is posing as selling my babies, da 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 da. Finally, late, it was like in the middle of the last night, I checked and I saw my photo was in fact removed, and I saw Natalia's photo was removed, and it appeared to be a few others. There was a lot less photos on this account. So clearly, you know, and, you know, so many of my followers went on and commented on the pictures of my tanks. You know, I know Tasha, I know those babies from YouTube, they don't belong to you, da 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 da. So everyone just swarmed out like, you know, went like vultures, you know, and attacked this account. And look, normally I would never, ever, ever encourage, you know, people to get together and gang up and attack, you know, anyone. But when it's something like that, where someone is, you know, scamming the community and stealing people's, you know, photography and stuff, well, yeah, you know, that's, you know, it was great that everyone got together and made a stand, because this account, and then today, you know, sometime either this morning or this afternoon today, the account was gone. It was removed. So I don't know if Instagram finally got enough complaints that they shut it down, or if this person realized, hey, forget it now, you know, the cat's out of the bag, sort of thing. Now, I have my photos, quote, stolen often. And it's really annoying, but some people, and, you know, I think it's more younger kids, will post, oh, look at these cute babies, and they'll literally tag me at Pixie Mommy's Reborns, and they're posting my photo. You know, I don't appreciate when people do that without my permission. You know, if you'd like to use my photo, ask. But I'm not like, oh my gosh, we need to report and attack these people. You know, they're innocently, you know, and they're crediting the babies and the photo to the owner of, you know. So, I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't care for it. It's kind of taking someone else's property without their permission. But it is what it is. But when someone goes and they had the nerve to watermark my photograph, oh, I was just livid. But again, seeing everyone come together like that, it was really, you know, I was just like, go Reborn community. So, you know, it's great to see when we all come together for the greater good. And, you know, I think people that come across, you know, accounts like that where there's pictures of babies that they know belong to someone else, whether they're selling them or whether they're pretending to sell them to scam people, or whether they're claiming it's their own babies, you know, anything like that. I think people should, you know, beware, post this account, tag this account, and circulate it, and let everyone go and look and see if their photographs, you know, if their babies are a part of that gallery, you know, because I think that it will help. you know, I think that, you know, there are things together as a community that we can do, you know, to ensure it a better place for everyone. You know, there's been so much drama and divide in the community and things going on. It was just nice to see, like, hey, you know, we can all come together for the greater good. It got me thinking about some other stuff, and possibly, you know, together making stands against, you know, the people that are, you know, really bullying others, and, you know, really like name calling and making videos about other, you know, people in the community, other channels, like things like that. But we'll get into that down the road, you know, because mostly I really recommend to ignore. I'm just gonna hold her up, she's just so sweet. I really just recommend to, you know, ignore. But, you know, it got me thinking, like, wow, if you come across like a channel where, you know, you see someone on there just, you know, just bad mouthing another Reborn collector or another channel, you know, there's nothing wrong with saying, you know, hey, this is really, you know, negative and wrong, and I don't like it. I'm not going to watch your channel, and block them, you know, let them know, hey, you know, no one wants to watch this. Because the bottom line is, you know, whether, you know, people have had, if there was an argument, if there was what, nobody should be making videos name calling and saying cruel things, and it's wrong. So it may be another thing where on a whole, you know, even people that don't get along in this community could stand together and say enough is enough. And I don't mean by coming on and making two wrongs don't make a right. So I don't mean coming on and making a video and outing channels or people and saying this person is bullying and this person is doing this, because then you're just as bad as what the people are doing. I'm talking about just like boycotting, just making a stand, just like we did with this Instagram account, you know, commenting and saying, hey, this is not acceptable, this is not okay, we're not going to watch, report, block, done. You know, because people will stop if everyone's just reporting, blocking, and saying, hey, this is wrong. You know, maybe, just maybe, you know, it might be helpful. Like, what happened with the Instagram gave me a glimmer of hope as far as, you know, again, we all do not have to like each other and get along. It's normal in communities, you know, with people from, you know, just all over the place, that people aren't going to get along, but there's no reason to mistreat one another. And even if you don't like someone, there's no reason to sit by and watch them get mistreated and, you know, support that and think that that's okay. Just saying. Anyway, back to the Instagram. Let me also, I'm going to put Pippy Air back into this little outfit while I finish chatting with you all. There's a few ways that you can protect yourself against having your photography, pictures of your babies, stolen. Now, one way was a way that several people suggested, which is making setting your account on private. This way, you have to approve any friends requests. So that gives you a better handle on, you know, people can't just come and take off of your page. They can't see your page unless you've approved them on there. So that's a good way, you know, if you want to go that way. For me personally, my Facebook account is personal and private. I don't share my Reborns on there, but it's my business and my family, you know, a lot of my children. And it shares a lot more like personal stuff in my own personal life. So that is set, you know, on private. My Instagram has always been, now I have my own photography page at Pixie Mommy. I've won contests and awards for some of my photography, not of Reborns, just, other types of photography. And, I tag different, hubs and things to get noticed. And so, of course, you leave that open because you're making photography friends all around the world. My business page for my sugar gliders is open. I want everyone. I want as many people. My Reborn page is open as well. I want it open. I don't want the chore of having to vet everyone that sends a request, that I got to go look at their page and see who they are, if they're legit, if they're, that just becomes a job for me. So for me, it's not the way to go. But some of you, it's if you're spending a bit of time on your Instagram and, you want your things kept private, you don't want your photos to be publicly seen, that's a good way to protect yourself. Another way, which is, I was doing this for a while, and I'm just going to go back to watermarking my photos, because if your photos are watermarked, it's then makes the chances nil that someone is going to steal your photo and use it, because it's clear that it's someone else's photo. It's watermarked. For them to go out of their way to try to Photoshop that and get that watermark off, they're not going to do that. They're just going to go steal someone else's photo that's not watermarked. So watermarking, for me, that's the way that I'm going as far as to protect myself from my photos being taken, and hopefully that will be helpful. And hopefully, just sharing around in the community will help just bring awareness, and, people will look out for one another. If, like I said, if they see us, if they see another, person's, baby, and they know that it's a stolen photo, that they can, alert that person right away, and, that account can be shared, for all to see, and check and see if they're, again, I think I went over that, but, again, the Instagram thing was just proof in that when it's for a good cause, and again, when it's for the greater good, because it certainly wasn't just my photo and my babies that were stolen. It was, many, and it was, a well-known artist's photo, that's artist work and things like that. So, that affects us all. That could have been and was anybody's photos up there. So, when everyone in the community kind of acts and looks out for one another, and again, and for the greater good of the community, I think that that's a really good thing. And look at it. It worked. The account was, the photos were taken down, and then the account was taken down. Now, is that going to stop this person from opening up a different account in another name? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they'll go and open a new name. Maybe they'll think twice about, sorry ladies, about, maybe they'll think twice about stealing other people's photos, or just, be really careful about, that they're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's got to have some effect, I'm sure, on this person in what they are going to do in the future, I would think. Time will tell. I kind of looked at the hashtags that this person used on their photos, so every once in a while, I'm going to kind of look those hashtags and just see what I see. And, whoever else, does that, that'll be great. And, you know, again, but it made a difference is what I'm saying. Kind of, you know, everyone together making a stand made a difference. And it was just really, really beautiful to see when it was for something that was for something positive and good and something that protects us in this community. Here she is. Look at little Pippy Air. And she is in, it's a yellow short sleeve shirt with 2 lambs on it and little gray leggings with yellow polka dots. And she's got this big white headband, has like a big white flower on it, and then all her curls are sticking up out the back. And the little socks have the same flower on them and they're white and gray. She just looks so sweet in this. Look at, oh my gosh, she is, oh my gosh, is she just this little princess. I just love this baby. So I know I've seen many videos, and I know, and I haven't seen firsthand for myself, but I'm aware now that there's like Facebook accounts and there's like groups out there now, like Reborn hater groups that are, it's like, oh my gosh, that's how people would spend their time. But, you know, and I know many channels talk about, you know, getting negative comments and people, you know, being mean and saying we're nuts and da-da-da-da. So, you know, and my point in saying that is there's so many outside threats, you know, to this community that, you know, we need to be strong together for the greater good. You know, even if some of us don't necessarily like each other or get along, there's, you know, you can still stand together on common grounds. And if there really is a few rotten apples in the bunch, that there's people here that are just, you know, doing something so wrong as, you know, as like I said, name calling and making videos about other channels and stuff, you know, we all have the power to put a stop to that, because if everyone just says, we're gonna just make a comment saying we don't like it, we're gonna report it and we're gonna block you and we're not gonna watch you, we're not gonna, don't even give a thumbs down, don't give any interaction, you know, just report and block and stop what, you know, eventually these people are going to stop, whoever they are. And I'm not talking about anybody specific. I don't really even know all the people that are out there. You know, I just know that it happens. And I just wanted to say that, you know, there is strength in numbers. And I really think that, that we can do this to make this community a better, a safer place for us all. I think many ladies seek almost like a refuge here, you know, as far as, you know, the dolls and the hobby brings something more than just a collecting hobby. It brings comfort, psychological, you know, comfort and, you know, different things of that nature. And the friendships that women build here and the camaraderie and the things like that are very meaningful to many of us. And like take me for instance, you know, I'm enjoying being here so much. I mean, of course, my love of babies and dolls, but you know, my other hobbies that I was passionate about, I can no longer physically do. You know, so everybody is here for a different reason, but everyone is here for a reason, you know, so taking that into consideration, I think it's just nice for us all to try our best to make this a better place for everyone. So, all right, I'm sure you all get my point without me having to repeat myself over and over again. The Instagram thing, I thought it was pretty cool. I wanted to thank you all. I can't individually go through all the accounts because there's just so many. But I was, like I said, I was just really, I really appreciate all of your support. it was really wonderful to see, like, even accounts that I really didn't even know and stuff. Like, everybody was just kind of coming out of the woodwork, and I've seen your babies on YouTube. I know who you are. Those are your babies, and how upsetting that someone would steal the photo. And, so many people went on and commented and reported and then blocked this account. And it was really, really cool to see. So, all right. Thank you for listening to me ramble on and on and on. And I'm going to talk more in specifics on the subject of us all coming together as a community. And I'm not pushing everyone to get along and be friends, because that goes very wrong when you do that. And not everyone can get along, and not everyone can be friends, but everyone can respect one another, treat one another with respect, and everyone can come together when there's like outside threats and things going on. Like, for instance, the Instagram thing, the scamming thing, that, you can come together and stand together with whoever it may be in the community, so that everyone is standing together on certain, things that are important to the health and welfare of us as a Reborn community. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming to see little Pippy Air today. Like I said, I've been enjoying this little sweetie so much. And until next time, God bless.